Today I am going to be unboxing some new DianSheng Octahedrons. I am going to be starting with the CTO. I've never solved a CTO before, so let's get into this. I've heard it's kind of like a 3x3 though, so I should be able to solve it. Alright, so we have the CTO here and then some attentioning tool. And not much else in the box. So very basic box. So, wow, I really want to just turn this like an FTO, but it turns on the corners. Okay, that turning's actually pretty good. The tips are very satisfying with the magnet strength. It feels like they're not going to turn accidentally, but they're not too strong. I really like it. The turning itself is actually really good. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna scramble this up and try to solve it. This is weird. I really want to turn it on the faces. Alright, maybe that's a good enough scramble, so let's get out my timer and see if I can figure this out. I think it's kind of like a pyraminx too in how you solve it, so let's just get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Gonna match up these first. Alright, first layer. Now let's move on to this red side. That was fast. I guess green side next. Purple side. And then, let's see, it's just the two-flip algorithm from pyraminx. And okay, I solved it! 41.94 seconds. So that was actually pretty good. It's not as hard. It is kind of like a pyraminx, but with more layers. So kind of like how a 3x3 goes to a megaminx. It's kind of like the bigger version of a pyraminx. So that's pretty cool, actually. That was actually quite fun to solve. Let's do another, because that was fun. I see now why people like CTO so much. And the turning is very good. Okay, so the two flips like this, so I'm pretty sure it's just going to be a setup move into the normal pyraminx two-flip algorithm. That didn't quite work. Okay. Alright, this should also be a pyraminx algorithm, if I can recognize it. So maybe we'll just do that, which creates a two-flip. Alright, so 57. So last layer can be a little bit harder. It's kind of like a pyraminx, but because there's 4 instead of 3, you can get some different cases. So right now I just kind of mess around with it until I get a case I know how to solve. So definitely think I want to work on that. But overall, very fun solve, and very glad I now have this. Definitely going to work on getting faster. So now, the one I'm the most excited for, the new DianSheng FTO Neo. So let's unbox this one. Alright, so this one also just comes with the cube and an instruction manual. Okay. So I like how basic they are. It probably makes it a little bit cheaper that they don't have all the things. Ooh, it's nice like UV coating. So I have some FTOs here. So this is the Dian. It actually looks quite similar to the Dian. So this Dian here does appear to be UV coated. The Dian does not come UV coated. It comes a lot more like matte. I've just done a lot of solves on this one. So the coating feels like a very broken in Dian coating with the glossy like UV finish. Let's compare the size to the original DianSheng. Okay, so it's just about the same size. It looks like a different size, though, from how much more rounded it is. You see, this one's also glossy. So I do like the glossy finish instead of the matte finish. Wow, is that good toning, actually. It really does feel like a Dian, just smaller. The toning is way better than I expected. Alright, so there is some catches. Let's see. Definitely not going to pop, although this is very loose. But still, even this loose, it's not going to pop. So that's a lot better than the first DianSheng. So I'm actually going to tighten this a little bit and then try some solves. Okay, so I am back. I have tightened this and lubed it and done a few break-in solves. And I'm quite liking it. So I'm going to start off by showing you all the solve. Let me just get it scrambled up with an official CS Timeless Scramble. 23.24, so just about exactly what I average. Overall, I quite like it. So I'd say whether to get the Dian or DianSheng mostly depends on which size you like. They're about equal in performance. I would say the DianSheng's just much smaller. Also, the DianSheng FTO is only $22, and the Dian is $30, so you could also save some money with this one. And then the CTO is only $16, which I think is quite reasonable for quite a fun puzzle. So I would recommend both of these puzzles. So thank you all for watching.